very good question. As you know, there are different kinds of alternate source of energy. We are, of course, basically the whole industrial revolution after that. It's all based on coal and petrocomplexes. These are the things that are primarily the source of energy, and we all know, looking at the recent trends, carbon emissions, and as a consequence, weather is changing, climate is changing. So scientists all alike, and also even common men, thinking about we should find some alternate source of energy to these fossil fuel-based type of energy sources. That's a given. But the industrial complex is completely developed based on coal and underground petroleum reserves and things like that. It's a huge complex. So it is an area I'm sure it will develop. And again, it's a question of need and then the lack of availability of petroleum resources. So I'm an optimist, so I think solar will gain a lot of ground. And then, of course, if you produce electricity in your own house using solar, you can sell it back. After you use the energy, you can sell it back to the grid and make money out of it. Yes, it's a good question also, because there's one thing. I have some good friends in the forestry department, okay? And India is blessed with a lot of vegetation. Of course, there are some regions which are arid. You may not have those. But unfortunately, because of the development in terms of building structures and things like that, they are demolishing forests, They are just cleaning up some green areas and putting in concrete buildings. I think a wise planning would be to blend both these kinds of things. And then while you're cutting trees someplace here, we should plant trees somewhere else. Maybe not in the immediate area, but other areas, so that, the area in which this development is taking place also will remain cooler. And more trees, more carbon absorption, they produce oxygen during daytime, during photosynthesis. Of course, they also breathe out carbon dioxide in the night. That's a different story. But green infrastructure to compensate for unnecessary deforestation. That's true. And also one thing I saw, in this kind of hot climates like Vijayawada, having a university like this is really great. And also it is very pleasing to the eye, right? But at the same time, there is a community here. Any of the water that we use in this campus, I was told there is a sewage treatment plant in this campus. I, for one, would like to make sure that the wastewater the treated effluent is not wasted. Your Vice Chancellor Arora ji was telling, it's a zero discharge plant. Okay. A zero discharge of effluent can be achieved, and also zero discharge of the sludge that accumulates also can be achieved. So that is a very noble concept. It's very easy to do. Not only that, in a campus like this, there's no industry. No industrial discharges to this treatment plant. It's all domestic. So it's a wonderful type of thing to do, because you don't have other chemicals, bad chemicals discharged from industry and so forth. That's a very good question, but tough question to answer. Anybody tells me, how do you predict how the predictions would hold up in the future, I'm not really sure, because some disasters might happen, even though we are planning, let us say, for a 100-year event. This is generally, say, the 100-year event. We design a system. Suppose 200 years events happen in consecutive years. So my prediction in that held up properly. Not like that. You never know when the fire comes. If the firemen are not trained properly, always alert, it will finish in no time. So that disaster management is a very tricky thing. You cannot be lackadaisical. You have to be always alert. Whether the thing is going to happen or not, I'm ready. That's the way it should be. It is like an oasis to me, because traveling from Vijayawada through these narrow streets and the small villages that you go through, I could never imagine a campus as beautiful as this exists. But again, green infrastructure, added plants, green infrastructure. It also provides some coolness to the campus, beautiful beauty. Not only beauty, but even the air condition can be lessened because it provides a coolness. And again, also a good place to study, things like that. So I really pray for the success of this university. There is a big campus also in Chennai, I was told. So I wish them grand success, and particularly for the students. They are the future, right? It sounded like music to me when your Vice Chancellor told that our students are to be involved in the development of the campus and sustaining this environment. So God bless him, God bless the institution. I hope everything will be a successful one. Thank you.